Hello, everybody. It's your daily report with Angry Tim and continuing on my series of why you should start a business in 2025. Again, because companies are constantly trying to replace you with cheaper labor. We talked about in the last video the H-1B visas. We're going to talk about replacing you with AI today, and they want to replace you with foreign cheap labor or replace you with technology. That's what they're constantly doing. They're not concerned about your job security. They're not concerned about your retirement. They're not concerned about your health care plan. They're not concerned about your pay keeping up with inflation. They are only concerned about profit. So it's very important that you understand that they're not looking out for your best interest. You need to look out for your own best interest. So if you haven't already, get a side hustle going. Think about ways you can make money online, make money locally, garage sales, thrift stores, start an Etsy store, sell on eBay. There's all kinds of things you can start. There's tons of videos on YouTube about that, but I'm just going over a list of things, jobs that are getting replaced right now. This will be with AI. So this is a quick list, but AI um, jobs to replace telemarketers. AI-powered chatbots and automated calling systems are increasingly handling customer interactions, reducing the need for human telemarketers. This affects about 230,000 U.S. workers. Now, I've heard that drive-through, like McDonald's and Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, when you go through the drive-through, they're testing out not only AI, but they're also forwarding these calls to like the Philippines. So they have telemarketers in the Philippines that'll answer your order, for the drive-through. So you go to your local, McDonald's or Taco Bell, you order something that's going all the way to the Philippines, and they're taking your order and then sending it back to the kitchen, and then they'll get your hamburgers and fries or your tacos and burritos together, because that system is cheaper than paying an American an hourly wage. Isn't that crazy? So eventually, when AI can replace that whole thing altogether, they'll close that call center, and those people in the Philippines will lose their job. But at this point, it's cheaper to do that than to pay someone in America to just answer with a headset your drive-through order. So telemarketers, drive-through, AI is or will be replacing very soon those jobs. Data entry clerks. AI can process and enter data much faster and with fewer errors, leading to job cuts in this field. So that one is probably one of the biggest ones that AI can just calculate, type, do all these things so much faster than a person can. And they don't get tired, right? They can just work without cigarette breaks, lunch breaks, whatever breaks. They can work 24 hours a day nonstop, where we get distracted. You look at your phone, humans can't do those tedious things um, over and over, without losing concentration and making mistakes. So this data entry clerks, that'll affect about 190,000 workers in the U.S. Another one, retail cashiers. You've probably seen the self checkouts. There's a lot of controversy. I think was it Walmart or Target? So they had a bunch of self checkouts, and they temporarily stopped them. They said it was due to theft. People were not scanning all the items in their cart, so they were getting away with free items and things like that. And then they would post it on TikTok, and then they caught on to that. But retail cashier, so self checkout systems and automated payment processes are reducing the need for human cashiers. We see that everywhere, right? Grocery stores, Walmart, even some of the fast food places. I noticed, like in Burger King or McDonald's, when you go into order, it's a touch screen now, so you gotta order everything. You can pay there, and they'll bring out your food. So you're not even dealing with the cashier. There's a lot of restaurants. I know in Asia it's big. They have a lot of like sushi places where everything is like on a tablet, and you just order everything. Your menu is a tablet screen, and you just order off that, and then they'll bring out your food. So they're getting rid of that whole cashier or waiter, waitress. Um, I remember in the 90s, in Japan, they were already like that. There's basically, you walk into like a gyudon, like a rice bowl place. and they'd have the whole kitchen back there, but there was no one who would seat you. You just find an open seat, and no one would take your order. They basically had like a vending machine, and you'd pay. There's a picture of all the different foods, and if you wanted like a beef bowl, you put in. It says whatever 500 yen. You put in your money, you press it, and they give you a little ticket. Then you sit down and you hand that ticket over to the server there, and then he'll make your beef bowl and put it on the table, and you're done. There's no tipping. There's no tax. It's just whatever, 500 yen for this, 700 yen for that. But they didn't have anyone there to take your order. You just hand the ticket over and did that. And Japan's been doing that since the 90s. So Asia's way ahead in that department there. But again, retail cashiers, that'll affect about 3.6 million people in the U.S. Manufacturing workers, automation and robotics are increasingly used in manufacturing, reducing the need for manual labor. That's been going on for years. Cars and other things, they got every time there's some kind of new advancement in technology where a robot is replacing a human, worker on the assembly line. There's always big protests and labor strikes and all kinds of things. And I guess that's just not stopping. They're going to continue to replace people in manufacturing with machines and AI. So manufacturing workers, approximately 12.3 million jobs in the U.S. will be affected. Customer service representatives, AI chatbots and virtual assistants can handle customer inquiries and support, leading to job cuts. That'll affect about 2.8 million people. I haven't seen this in real life, but I've seen YouTube videos of this, like where they have little helper robots in like Lowe's or Home Depot. So instead of you have that person walking around in, lumber or plumbing, there'll be a robot there, and you can ask, oh, where do I get these, pipe fittings or, hardware pieces you're looking for, and then the robot can take you there, or, tell you to go to row, 7E or something like that. So I can see that happening. Customer service representatives, that is about 2.8 million jobs. Another one is warehouse workers. Automated systems and robots can perform tasks like sorting, packing, and shipping, reducing the need for human workers. So that would be a popular place would be like Amazon, right? The warehouse is there. Right now they have a lot of humans doing the job, but they're working hard on replacing all the humans with robots to, again, pack, sort, ship out, organize things. So that's going to affect about 1.2 million jobs in the U.S. Paralegals and legal assistants. AI can assist with document review, legal research, and drafting documents, reducing the need for human paralegals and legal assistants. Approximately 350,000 jobs affected. Financial analysts. AI can analyze financial data and generate reports, reducing the need for human financial analysts. Another 300 jobs affected. So, it's covering warehouse workers. Financial analysts, these people have MBAs, also paralegals, legal assistants. So it's affecting so many different places. Journalists and reporters, we've heard about that, right? A lot of these articles you see, on Yahoo News and different websites, Zero Hedge, they're not even written by human anymore. Most of these are just AI generated articles popping up. But journalists and reporters, automated content generation tools can produce news articles and reports, reducing the need for human journalists and reporters, affecting about 38,000 jobs. Graphic designers. AI tools can create designs and graphics, reducing the need for human graphic designers. That's affecting 270,000 people. That's big. You see that all the time. All these AI generated videos and fake videos and memes. Just, it's amazing what AI can do now. It's not perfect, and usually you can kind of tell it's not real, but man, it's doing a lot of that for free. And how much did you have to pay before to have someone design something for you, in Photoshop or some video editing tool? So that is a big one. Again, that's going to affect about 270,000 people in the U.S. Translators and interpreter. AI translation tools are becoming more accurate and widely used, reducing the need for human translators and interpreters. Um, yeah, sadly, I mean, your phone, right? If you have Google Assistant, it can just do real time translate in almost any language. So you don't need all these others that had little pocket dictionaries and all that, or even hiring. If you go to a foreign country where you don't speak the language, like for Japan, for example, you could probably just have your phone and you can scan things in the Japanese language and it'll translate it in real time, menus, train stations, or you can speak into your phone and it'll translate for you. So yeah, if there was someone, that was their job to go as a tour guide interpreting things, yeah, their days are numbered. Um, that affects about 60,000 people in the US. Human resources staff. AI can handle tasks like resume screening, scheduling interviews, and onboarding, reducing the need for human HR staff. Wow, that's going to affect about 1 million people. Medical transcriptionist. AI can transcribe medical records and reports more efficiently, reducing the need for human medical transcriptionists. That's going to affect 50,000 people. I mean, the list goes on and on. Um, just a few more. Um, Real estate agents. AI can handle property listings, virtual tours, and transaction processing, reducing the need for a human real estate agent. Real estate's just getting hit hard all over, and eventually real estate agents may be completely gone. This says it'll affect about 150,000 agents in the US. Accountant, AI can automate tasks like bookkeeping, tax preparation, and financial analysis, reducing the need for human accountants. And that's going to affect about 1.4 million people in the US. Um, Teacher, AI tools can assist with grading, lesson planning, and personalized learning, potentially reducing the need for human teachers. I can totally see that happening. I mean, if local counties, states can't raise enough money through taxes and they have to start closing schools, it's just going to go online. They try to do that during COVID, but even when it goes online, it could just be a virtual teacher. It doesn't even have to be your actual, teacher from your class. And you can, all the first graders in the country can watch the same virtual teacher and they'll all be, at the same level, right? Because they'll have one virtual teacher teaching the whole first grade students in the US. They'll all learn the same, they'll take the same test, and you can do that, right? All the way up through high school, even possibly college and university could be done virtually from home. And then you can take your tests and stuff online. It can be graded, and you'll get your scores, and you pass or you fail. Um, right? There'll be no need for schools, no need for teachers, and all the ripple effect, right? All the other things around there. The people who take care of the grass, the lawn, the school, the equipment, the maintenance of the school. All those jobs will be gone. So anyway, teachers, that'll affect about 3.7 million teachers in the U.S. And postal workers. Automated sorting and delivery systems are reducing the need for human postal workers. That'll affect about 500,000 people in the US. So there are um, a lot of things AI will replace in the future. If you're on this list, um, you know, it'd be a good time again to try and find something outside of your job for income. Try and find something locally you can do. There's a lot of these craft type shows, farmers markets and things like that. Um, so many different things you can make and sell. Things like Etsy, handcrafted items are really popular. You can look in if you want to just do something locally and physical. That's a great one. You can still meet with people, talk with people, sell yourself, sell your brand. You can build a whole business on that, and then you can take it online as well. Or if you just want to skip that and go online only, then you can go straight to Etsy, sell on eBay, sell on Amazon. But now is a good time. If you have some free time, you have some extra money, it would be great to invest into something just to get started now before, one of your job gets replaced by AI, and then you're thinking, oh, now I need to start doing something. Already get started now so you're ready. And even if your job doesn't get replaced, you'll have that extra income. And if that does well, eventually the goal is to quit your job and then just go full time with your side business or your whatever your side hustle is. I'm going to get into other things that will be replacing your job soon in the next video, but this is number 2 in my series of why you should start looking in 2025 to start a business, get a side hustle going, and don't rely on your job for your only source of income. That's all for today. Hope you have a great day. Your friend, Angry Tim.